Welcome in, everybody. Tonight's quick series message is regarding the Ten of Cups in the reverse. And right off the bat, I was picking up familial chaos. Now, this very well could result from family coming against you, trying to prevent some sort of wish fulfillment. But this also could represent some sort of a relationship a relationship dynamic that is creating chaos in your situation. I'm really getting choosing yourself has been at the helm of this chaos. Maybe you're creating boundaries. Maybe there's something going on where you're choosing yourself. You're choosing your peace because of the chaos. I'm really picking up on people not really wanting to take accountability for their own actions. And instead of apologizing for what they've said or done, they choose to create more chaos to try to trigger you into reactive abuse. And so yeah, this is kind of the feeling I'm getting from this Ten of Cups. This is a quick series message, so there is 7 different timelines. You can go ahead and pause this video and just think of a number between 1 and 7. That particular timeline may resonate with you. Okay, so please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. These quick series messages are strictly done to eliminate the shuffling. I do not program the cards to be what they are. I still do ask Spirit to bring about the best blessed message for my collective in this 7-part quick message series. I do not look at the cards before the reading, and I just like to clarify that. Spirit wanted me to come forward and clarify that. This is basically to streamline the actual message, so that way I'm trying to make my videos a little bit shorter, more applicable, and to be in a position where I can provide you with shorter content, because a lot of us don't necessarily want to go and watch my 2.5, 3, 4 hour videos for my live streams. Mind you, if you do have a particular angel number that's been haunting you, you can very well, if it is utilized within that time frame within my live streams, you can most definitely fast forward to that angel number and start there. There very well could be a message there for you. So I'm not requiring you to watch the whole message. I'm just stating that there very well could be a possibility of a message still being there. So don't allow the 2 to 3 to 4 hour video to take away from your ability to watch my content. I'm basically putting a whole bunch of different messages all in one lump sum, so that way it's trying to bring an array of different messages for everyone. Okay, I'm trying to accommodate all of my collective, as I know that it's very broad and very expansive. So I just thought I'd throw that out there for these particular messages and try to eliminate any of the chaos. Okay, so if you pick number 1, we're going to get started. I hope you have a great day today, and I hope these messages resonate with you. Okay, we've got number 1 out here, and here we go. So we're starting off with the 8 of Pentacles. This is and it is in the reverse. So I'm kind of feeling, in essence, with this 8 of Pentacles, like you're kind of feeling like a failure. You're feeling like everything that you're pouring into isn't really amounting to anything, and you're just feeling like maybe you're all thumbs. Maybe whatever you've been working on isn't working out. What you're focusing on isn't producing something, or anything for that matter. Maybe you're spinning your wheels. Maybe you're in a rut. Maybe there's destructive criticism and abuse that you've been dealing with. Either way, this is like really feeling like you don't really fit in anywhere. You don't really have anything to add. You really don't have anything to pour into. And it very well could be creating some sort of a stagnance for you. Now, your challenge is the Ten of Wands. This is talking about maybe putting that mindset to an end, maybe actually finding out what you're worth, finding out your self-worth within you. You've probably gone through a lot, and this could very well be hate self-talk. It could be destructive criticism from the outer world, such as your family or people around you, that maybe you take their value and their actions personal. Ultimately, I feel that this is just putting an end to that. And I think this is the major challenge of recognizing that anybody else's actions or what their intentions are have nothing to do with you. It's ultimately them, okay? But how you react to that is ultimately paramount to your understanding, your forward movement. And I think at some point, there very well could be a challenge to end out this whole mentality that you're worthless, that you don't have anything to add, that you just got nothing to offer the situation. When in fact, I do believe deep down, I feel that you do. Okay. Now the thing is here with the Six of Swords in the reverse in your mind space, this is talking about weathering the storm with the Six of Swords in the reverse. This is talking about weathering the storm, quite possibly learning something from the storm, um, and learning how to adapt to the storm. Maybe this is about stubbornness and not wanting to see the lesson for what it is. Maybe you're kind of in this, why is this happening to me attitude? Why does the storm keep coming? Why does the storm keep getting worse? That kind of situation, okay? Deep down in your heart space, though, I do see with this Empress card, I do feel that you are kind of in this Empress, in this up and coming kind of energy where you're really kind of trying to call in your abundance. I do see that you've gone through a lot in order to get to this Empress energy in the upright. You're definitely into this position where you've been through all your queens. You've been through, and I'm really kind of picking up on a cosmic empress as well. So we very well could see the star and the high priestess in this reading as well, and that's what I consider a cosmic empress. And this is someone that has embraced their masculine and feminine energy. And because you've balanced out that. And I really feeling like somebody's trying to throw you into some sort of reactive abuse. I'm really kind of coming out with this with the number one reading here. Okay. So if this is resonating with you, it very well could be the case. We're going to find out soon enough. But either way, you're in this very much abundant energy. You could be having some sort of new ideas come to fruition due to utilizing your heart and your empathy and your ability to nurture your experience. Okay, and I think this is that key right now. Okay, maybe you're trying to transmute the storm that you're in and you're trying to create a new foundation for yourself with this Empress energy. And you're utilizing your mind and trying to make sense of it all, as well as you're trying to use your empathy within your heart to try to bring about some sort of understanding. Now, the Knave of Wands, this is speaking in your past energy of what you're walking away from. There could have been some sort of inspiration that or intention. This is possibly a new intention, a new idea, uh, a, a new business, a new form of action, a new action plan, even. I do feel that maybe you're walking away from this. You could have maybe thought to yourself, well, maybe this isn't going to fly, right? But I have a feeling that I feel this is still inspiration, being the fact that it's not in lack of, it's not in the reverse. So I feel that because of this new idea or this new plan or this new course of action, with the wands being of intention, I think you're allowing your intuition to guide you in this. And your immediate energy right now, speaking of into the next 3 months, this is about cutting out all these third parties. This is cutting out the disingenuous emotions. I'm really kind of picking up on envy here. I'm picking up on jealousy. I'm picking up on third party dynamics. I'm picking up on people trying to compete with you. to gain some sort of emotion from either you or someone else. And it's almost like they feel entitled to make sure that you're weathering the storm and that you're having to go through storm after storm after storm when you're trying to really kind of embody this Empress energy. Now, your 3 to 6 month mark, I think this is you standing on your business. You're not being gaslit. You're seeing things for what they are. With the Hangman, I feel that you've had a lot to deal with. You've had a lot on your plate. You've had a lot of time and effort in this new endeavor. And the fact that you're having to cut out these third party energies in order to stand on business, I think this is you choosing you ultimately. And I feel like this other third party energy was making you feel like you're out of place, maybe even mentally, emotionally, verbally, maybe meddling in with your affairs or your connections, um, somewhere along the line. But I really feel that within the next 3 to 6 months, you're going to realize that you're not the crazy one. Okay, you're not the one that is lacking here. And I think by you having this challenge of putting things to an end, of maybe what you're pouring into, all your burdens, you're putting your burdens down and you're focusing on what's actually at hand, what is actually needed for you to move forward. You're focusing on the prize, okay? Eyes on the prize is what's coming to mind here, all right? Now, your overall attitude in relation, you're trying to stay out of the fray with the tower in the reverse. I think you've already went through a lot of different changes and things are starting to calm down for you. And ultimately, I feel that there's something going to be changing for you and settling down. And I think this is something about you stepping into this and embodying this Empress energy and allowing your abundance to come to you. Okay? Still being inspired with the Nab of Wands, cutting out the third parties, standing on business, knowing what you've already sacrificed and standing on that, and knowing that you are clear headed. You know exactly what's been going on. And somebody's like trying to sacrifice your integrity, sacrifice your intention, and make you seem like you're not who you say you are. Your influence, however, this is the Ace of Pentacles. This is giving a lot of new ideas coming to fruition. This is also kind of giving me a feeling like what you're pouring into is actually you're going to start to see something regarding this pouring into. You're going to start to see your harvest. I do feel that there very well could be a new offer, a new job, a bunch of money coming to you. And I think this is going to really influence your forward movement, influence this new idea, and really kind of hone in on what's actually meant for you. Now, your hopes and fears is that with this newfound job or this newfound um, energy or prosperity coming in, new foundation coming in, you don't want to necessarily put all the irons in the fire. You don't want to be overwhelmed by the distractions. I do see a lot of different emotional possibilities coming towards you at this time, and I think this is quite possibly a hope and a fear. Like you're wanting new emotional connections, you're wanting new friendships, you're wanting new people to pour into, but you don't. You want them to be genuine. You're wanting them to be empathetic of the situation that you've been through. And I do feel that that's going to happen. There very well could be a little bit of an overwhelm of the love and the appreciation coming in, I think. I'm really picking up on a positive aspect of the Seven of Cups. Usually it's of overwhelm and anxiety of everything pouring into you or asking for your emotional capacity. But I do feel that there's maybe quite possibly some sort of an apologies. And just as I'm saying that, I'm looking at the outcome here, and we've got the Nab of Cups. And I really feel that within the next 6 months to a year, you're not going to be actually looking for that closure that you need. I think you're just going to be moving forward because of the overwhelm. There is definitely a new offer coming in. It could be a new job, a new house, a new place to live, a new bunch of money, maybe a pay raise or some sort of something. But I do see that things are going to pick up for you once you end out these other burdens of lack of self-worth, lack of ability, lack of like this hate talk, this destructive criticism that's been coming at you, making you feel overwhelmed maybe from all these third-party dynamics. I'm really getting a lot of envy, jealousy, rumors, deception, that kind of thing. And somebody's really feeling like you're supposed to weather the storm. This is your storm to weather. This is meant for you, right? And it's really, they're kind of meddling in your business. They're meddling in what was actually built for you, and they're trying to create challenges where there wasn't any to overwhelm you, right? And I do really kind of feel like this person doesn't expect to apologize to you for this. They're just expecting you to weather the storm and just deal with it, kind of like suck it up, buttercup. I'm causing you conflict, whether you like it or not, because you're a worthless bag of shit, kind of thing, because I'm jealous and I'm envious and all this other kind of thing about you. And it's really not going to pan out for them. You're going to walk away automatically. Ending out this, I feel that they're trying to make it extremely difficult for you to walk away and put down these burdens. And I'm really picking up that these burdens aren't even yours, okay? And by creating these burdens, I feel that this is where the lack of self-worth is coming in, because they're trying to overwhelm you with all this emotion in order for you to maybe submit to their dynamics or their chaos. And this very well could be a familial situation where you are rising above into this Empress energy and they're trying to tear you down. So really understand where it's coming from and really stand in your power, because you do have something beautiful coming in for you, number one, and you really need to get ready for it, because things are going to pick up for you once you release these burdens, okay? You are worthy. You are enough. You always have been. You always will. Perfectly imperfect, just as you are, okay? So step into that. Understand that. Know that you've sacrificed enough of your time and your energy and what was going on with you to bring you to this moment of understanding. And know that, you know what, there's no other way of looking at it. You've looked at it from every angle possible. You've taken yourself out of yourself and looked at it from a third point of view. You've looked at it from a higher perspective. You looked at it at all angles, and you know exactly what's going on. So it's now time for the challenge to release these burdens and to create something better for yourself, okay? Unapologetically, okay? So number one, I hope this helped you out. I hope this resonated with you. I invite you, if you'd like clarification, you can go ahead and order a reading. I did extend my hours Monday through Friday, so go on over to the post page when you're ready to make that order, and do your best to order in advance, maybe for the next day, so that way I know that I can accommodate you. Thank you so much, and here's number 2 reading. So number 2, we're starting off with a strength card. This is about you finding out that you're actually a lot stronger than what you think you are. You're really having to pour from within yourself. You're having to invoke this strength from within and recognize that you are a warrior. You're not necessarily made for this shit. You're not necessarily built for this shit, but you have all the strength within you to overcome whatever the situation might be, okay? This strength might be having something to do with your throat chakra, maybe speaking up, maybe speaking your mind or sharing a point of view. And the challenge here is overcoming some sort of manipulation, okay? We've got the Knight of Wands here in the reverse within your obstacles position or your challenges, okay? Now, with this particular situation, I do feel that you're dealing with some sort of physical manipulation. You're dealing with some sort of abuse. And I think you're coming to terms with that. I think you're rising above that. I think you're coming into a moment of understanding of where it's coming from, okay? And the situation here within your mind space with the Five of Pentacles, you're feeling like the only place or the only way that you're going to be able to succeed is if you remove yourself. But it's going to require you being left in the cold, being left on your own, having to build a new foundation for yourself, quite possibly starting over with nothing. And, sometimes, sometimes we have to walk away. Sometimes we have to lose out. Sometimes we have to take the L in order to get the win. Okay? I do feel that there's maybe some battles that you've lost. However, I do feel that there is some sort of aspect here to where you may lose battles, but you're going to win the war. Specifically with recognizing the strength that you have within you and overcoming the challenges of this particular abuse or ill intention. In the heart space, there's a Nab of Swords here, so there very well could be somebody very immature in your energy that's been lying to you, deceiving you. Maybe you've been deceiving your own heart. Either way, there's definitely some sort of deception here. With the Nab of Swords, this is somebody that's, you're really not watching your heart space. You're not really guarded in your heart space. And I think you've been pouring into the wrong thing, which maybe you're lying to yourself. Maybe you're telling yourself, oh, I'm doing okay. Everything's fine. When you got 9 swords in your back, right? You're really not doing fine. And I think it's recognizing that and seeing that, this is actually happening. Okay. With the star in your past energy, uh, what you're walking away from, this is like you're walking away from hope. This is like you're walking away from a miracle. And I'm really kind of feeling like this was a deceptive miracle. And the thing is that I feel like I'm really kind of picking up on the star up in the sky here, and the cats are there's 2 cats there looking, and then the other one's looking back. You're kind of really taking into consideration of your environment, and you're understanding that you do have the strength to overcome this, despite what's being done to manipulate you, despite how you're feeling like you're going to be left out in the cold. Maybe you're lying, saying that it's okay, and it's really not, but you're actually seeing the light. You're seeing maybe there is a new direction ahead for you. And I really feel that you need to continue to have hope. With the fact that the star is in the upright, this is about hope, this is about miracles. And I really feel that the star of the North Star is actually going to guide you in this. I don't know if it's going north, moving north, or what the case may be. But there's definitely something here about opening up to the possibility of new ideas, new possibilities, opening yourself up to a possible miracle. There's definitely something here that you really need to kind of consider. Your immediate action here to the next 3 months, what you're walking into, the great 8 of Wands. Okay, this is about fast-moving energy. I think the fact that you still have hope, and you're walking with hope. I feel because I really don't get this feeling like you're walking away from it. I think you're walking with it specifically, considering with the fact that it's in the upright. I do see that there's going to be a lot of new intentions, a new bunch of offers coming in, but it's going to be the choice of which one you choose. Okay, this is a lot about choice, I feel, and I think things are going to pick up for you. And I really feel that you need to use your discernment and to not manipulate yourself out of this new beginning. Because of these new offers, it very well could be a little overwhelming. However, within the next 3 to 6 months, there's definitely going to be a disconnection of a house unit or a home unit. And this is going to be a destruction to some sort of a celebratory foundation. There's definitely some sort of chaos happening here. Somebody is definitely trying to manipulate you in some sort of way. And I don't feel that it's going to be necessary to continue to follow through with this. You may be feeling like you're being left out in the cold. However, I think, you're going to weather this storm in a sense that you have the strength within you to overcome this regardless. You need to continue having hope. You could very well be a star seed, and because you're being a star seed, you shine bright generally. And I think somebody's trying to manipulate your energy to benefit them and not you. And this is why there's going to be a quite possibly a destruction to some sort of foundation regarding some sort of stability. Okay, it's like 8 of the Wands is here, but 4 of them are deceptive. So this is really talking about using your discernment as to what you're pouring into. There will be 4 offers available to you that are actually going to be beneficial, but 4 of these offers very well could be manipulators. So you really need to use your discernment moving forward. And I'm really kind of picking up on like triangulation again. There's definitely some sort of deception, some sort of manipulation going on with a group effort to bring about a demise to your foundation. And, I do feel that it's being shown to you, and you really need to see the truth, that they're after your heart. Because I feel that you move forward and you find your direction through your heart space. You allow your heart to guide you, you allow your empathy as well as your intuition to guide you. And I think somebody's trying to jumble that up and put it in a position where you're actually confused. Now, the thing is here, collective, for number 2, the 8 of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody that's having a hard time walking away from you, and I feel that this is why they're trying to manipulate you. They're having a hard time disconnecting from you emotionally, and I think with the 8 and 8, things are coming full circle. Somebody's realizing your potential. Somebody's realizing what you actually bring to the table, and they don't want you walking away. They don't want you leaving. And maybe you already did, and maybe they're all bent out of shape because you did walk away. And I think it's like a realization is dawning on them that they lost out on a good one. And they very well could be that you're disconnecting from them and you're not pouring into them anymore. And this is the whole thing. Like you're wanting to move forward, you're wanting to move on. And this could very well be a familial unit. This could be a relationship. It could be a situationship, a roommateship, whatever the case may be. This could be a gaggle of bitches, a herd of hoes. This could be a lot of different things. But either way, there's definitely some sort of something happening here, and somebody's definitely siphoning off of your star energy, trying to manipulate you into giving more of yourself than what you actually have. And I think this is the whole idea, is to emotionally manipulate you, maybe physically try to stop you or slow you down with the influence here. It's like they're entitled to your energy or entitled to your finances or your stability, and it's really not really panning out because I don't feel that they're really giving back. Like there is some sort of reciprocity, but there's not, right? It's almost feeling like a one-way street. I really feel that you're compassionate. I really feel that you're open to shedding some light and some awareness and bringing hope to the situation. But it's like they're trying to deplete you. And I feel that it's all due to your strength that is getting you through this, and the fact that they're not willing to allow you to walk away from this and they're trying to manipulate you. I do feel that you're going to overcome this manipulation, though. And I do feel that things are going to open up for you and start moving forward. You just have to use your discernment as to what action you're going to take moving forward. Uh, your hopes and fears here with the world, and it's in the reverse. There's some sort of a timeline that does not want to be completed, and I'm coming back to that situation where somebody doesn't want to let you go, whether that's emotionally, psychologically, empathetically. They like the support and the hope that you give them, and they don't want you to walk away. I'm really kind of feeling like somebody's regretting their actions of making you feel less than, making you feel like you don't fit in, making you feel like you're not wanted, and they're trying to spin the block in an essence, but I really kind of feeling like they don't know how. Okay. Your outcome here is the King of Cups. This is about you guarding your heart, knowing what you want empathetically, knowing what you want to pour into, using your discernment. And I think this is going to help you build some boundaries and know where you stand in the grand scheme of things. The owl here is sitting on a book of shadows, it looks like, or a book of knowledge, a book of magic. And I think that this is you holding on to your intentions. This is holding on to the magic, and maybe you're kind of gatekeeping this. this information. Maybe it's about holding your cards close to your chest at this time and being guarded of your heart and not necessarily pouring into certain people. And because you have so many different offers coming in and four of these different offers are deceptive, you're really kind of having to use your discernment as to what you're pouring yourself into. And, there are people out here trying to swindle you, trying to manipulate you, trying to take you out of this energy of feeling independent. Okay, they're trying to take you out of your independence and make you feel dependent, right? So they're really trying to deplete you from moving forward. They're trying to manipulate your ability to stand on your own. And I think you're going to realize this over the next 6 months to a year of who these people are, what their whole intention is. And I feel that with this, it's going to create some sort of chaos with the actions that you're moving forward. Instead of you feeling left out in the cold, I feel that you're really going to notice and step into your power, and I feel that you're going to leave them out in the cold in a sense, because they're trying to manipulate you and cause you chaos, okay, towards your wish fulfillment. And I'm really kind of picking up on the fact that you want to see everybody win, specifically with this star card. You're very star energy. You have a lot of hope. You are a creator of miracles. You are magic in the flesh. So really understand that and know for every sense of the word, you have the strength within you to overcome this, but it's allowing your empathy and your intuition, your mind and your heart to come into balance and to move forward with that. Okay? Where you feel that you're not going to close out this cycle, I really have a feeling you're going to surprise yourself. Okay? You have all what it takes to step on into the new you, the new version of yourself. And I think this is really going to change the way you look at your dynamic and to what you pour into. All right, collective? So number 2, if that's your reading, that's your reading if it resonates. If you want any clarification on this, feel free to book a reading through the Hipsy link in the description. All right, number 3, your reading is coming right up. I just need to take a sip of my coffee here. All right, number 3. You're sitting here with the Knight of Swords in your situation. And what this is basically telling me is that there very well could be some sort of communication coming in. I'm really kind of picking up on somebody wants to give you a piece of their mind. It could very well be the other way around, though. You could want to be giving somebody else a piece of your mind. It could be either way. But ultimately, the challenge is your wish fulfillment, okay? There's definitely some sort of communication going somewhere, whether it's outwardly or inwardly bound. The challenge is to receive your wish fulfillment. So maybe you are stepping up and stepping out and voicing your wishes, voicing about what you want, what you need to fulfill your own wishes. And with the Nine of Cups, this is about wish fulfillment in the independent aspect, right? You want to feel whole as a person. You want to feel worthy. You want to feel loved. You want to feel complete as and whole as a person. And I really feel that this has been the challenge for you, to really speak up and speak on your needs as to what you're looking for without really rocking the boat too much. Now, in your mind here, you know that there's some sort of decisions that you need to make with the Two of Swords. And I do feel that there's definitely some major decisions that are at the helm here. And maybe this is to communicate about your wish fulfillment of what you need and trying to do it in an eloquent and classy kind of way. Now, the situation here is that you're maybe feeling a little bit selfish for doing so. Maybe you're feeling a little bit off kilter for wanting to ask for something. Maybe you're having a hard time asking. Maybe somebody else is having a hard time asking. But either way, in your heart space, you may be feeling a little bit off kilter. Maybe somebody's calling you selfish. Maybe somebody's coming in and saying, you're always thinking about yourself. And you're so selfish. You don't think about anybody else. All you're doing is focusing on your own and you're not helping. Da 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 da. Meanwhile, we have to pour into our own cup before we can pour into anybody else's. Okay? If we have to take care of our own personal priorities and feel fulfilled as an individual before we can pour into anybody else or support anybody else empathetically, physically, verbally, in any sort of way. So I think this is slightly a misunderstanding if somebody's coming in saying that you're selfish, or maybe you're feeling like that you're selfish and you've been depleted and you're feeling left out, you're feeling drained of this wish fulfillment. Maybe you're not feeling complete as a person. But either way, I feel that within the last what you're walking away from, there could be some sort of a passing of a person. You could be closing out a cycle. You could be ending a connection. There could be a lot of transformation, and you could be just shedding your skin, an old version of yourself that didn't focus on being a whole as a person. Now, if this is the case and you're standing on business and you're speaking up about what you need and what you want, this could very well be ending out some sort of connections with some people. It could very well be with a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, you could be dealing with a uh, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, feminine energy. Now, it doesn't necessarily need to be a feminine, but this is a very selfish energy with the Queen of Pentacles. She only thinks of herself. She's not looking to nurture into anybody. This is somebody that's calling her energy back and not sharing it with anybody. Um, and she's not open to empathy. They're not open to helping people. They would just sit there and let them sink if that was the case. So, um, I don't know. If you're kind of feeling in this energy, maybe it's time to recognize and shed your skin of that energy. Okay, maybe it's the reason for the season. It is moving into the winter time, so you could be looking into maybe pouring out into other people. Maybe you're recognizing that maybe you've been a little bit selfish and you need to make a decision to cut that part out and maybe kind of give a little and be in gratitude of the situation in order to receive this wish fulfillment. It's a little bit of an equal reciprocity of equal give and take that really kind of makes the world go round. And I think it's time, right? Now, your current energy, what you're walking into the next 3 months, this is about really kind of maybe going back into the past. This is about nostalgic energy. This is about really assessing your past, what you've poured into in the past. Maybe you've been pouring into something that's left you depleted. Maybe that's why you're calling your energy back. That could very well be the case. Either way, number three, there's definitely some major changes, major decisions that you need to make here. Maybe speaking up, or somebody's going to be speaking to you about what they need um, from you specifically. Within the next 3 to 6 months, though, I do feel that you're ending out a cycle. I'm really kind of picking up on this Capricorn energy. You could be dealing with the toxic Capricorn energy. Maybe you're dealing with toxic endings. Maybe you're dealing with the fact that maybe you're letting go of an addiction, right? Maybe the addiction has been leaving you with less, and you're having to really kind of rise above and make the decision to choose you and nurture your own fulfillment, all right, in order to feel complete. Now, with the devil in the reverse, this is about letting go of toxic people, toxic situations, maybe toxic addictions, whatever the case may be. Take baby steps with this, okay? This is a lot about, I'm really kind of picking up on a lot of shadow work here. So you could very well be looking back into the past and seeing where you may have been a little bit too selfish. Maybe you were thinking more of yourself and you really weren't taking in the needs of others. And it's really kind of dawning on you, and it's really getting you to initiate some sort of changes. Your overall attitude in relation is the Seven of Pentacles. It really shows that you're really trying to do the work to shed this skin, to let go of the toxicity, to really look back and to see where you may have went wrong, maybe where you want to go right. And you maybe could be missing out on some sort of dynamics. You could be missing out on some sort of relationships, empathetic connections that you may have had in the past. And I think you're really kind of focused on work right now. Maybe that's what you've been focused on all this time, and you really haven't been pouring into your connections. And I feel maybe this is the skin that you're trying to shed, right? The Seven of Pentacles is talking about continue to focus on what you're focusing on because you're on the right track, okay? If you're feeling like you're off track, you're on the right track, I feel. Now, your influence here, this is about balancing things out. We got the Justice card in your favor. This is definitely something happening here with the ability to ponder about new possibilities. This is about Pandora's box and whether or not you want to open it or not. Maybe you're going to keep it shut. Maybe you want to keep things, balanced. Maybe you're going to just keep it hush hush. Maybe you're ultimately protecting Pandora's box. Okay. But either way, I'm really kind of picking up on the fact that things are going to balance out for you, and that's your influence. I think this is the whole idea of going back in the past and seeing things of the past of what they are in order to alchemize it. And just as I'm saying the alchemy, just as I'm saying the inner workings of shadow work, we come out here with the high priestess. This high priestess has a lot of wisdom. Okay, she has the magic of the ages. She's definitely got some power behind her, and if not, she's recognizing this power and she's calling it back. And I think this is the hope in the main squeeze here. And maybe this is the fact that you're calling your power back. You're creating boundaries for yourself. Maybe you're holding on to wisdom, and you're just kind of applying the alchemy to that wisdom. Okay. Now, your outcome here is the Seven of Wands. This is about you standing on business. And I really kind of coming back to this Knight of Swords here in the beginning. And the fact that we've got the Nine of Cups here as the challenge in the upright. We're really feeling like we need to stand on business, call our power back, know what we've understood, know what we've gained as far as wisdom. And I think this is coming back to that whole aspect of alchemy, cutting out the toxic. This is about shedding that old skin that's no longer serving you. And I feel that this is actually going to create a balance for you to remove this particular chaos from this Ten of Cups in the reverse. Okay, this could very well be you recognizing where maybe you did have a bad go of things with some maybe family members or whatever, and you're calling your power back. Maybe you were manipulated in some way and now you're sticking up for yourself. Maybe you're now finally speaking up and you're finding your voice. Either way, you're looking for your wish fulfillment. I do see justice coming in for you. I think this is the ultimate influence here. And I do feel that by you calling your power back and you sticking up for yourself, things are about to change for you drastically. Okay, moving into the next 3 to 6 months to a year, I do feel that you're shedding your skin. You may be looking into the past and really alchemizing those lessons that you've learned along the way to become the best version of yourself. So you're on the right track. I've got full body goosebumps with that whole back bit. So stand in your power. Number 3, you got this. And again, if you would like clarification on this, feel free to get a reading through the Hipsy link in my bio. All right, number 4. What do we got for you? We got the Six of Pentacles sitting in your situational situation. Situationship. It's a one-sided thing. It's a one-roaded deal. It's a one-way street. It's not reciprocal at all. It's something that either you're pouring into or somebody's pouring into, and somebody, I don't know, I get the feeling that somebody's taking advantage. However, with this non-reciprocal aspect, you are the magician, right? So I really kind of feel like you really need to use this power that you have, number 4, to benefit you. All right, you have all the tools in your magical toolbox to overcome this one-way street. Okay, to find the abundance that you need, to find the clarity that you need, to find the empathy and the love that you need, to find the intentions and inspiration that you need, to find the stability and the structure and the foundation that you need. It's all about the magic, okay? It's all about your manifestation. And even so, you might not be being reciprocal. Maybe you're trying to manifest and you haven't really seen much in the works of it being produced before your eyes. This may be having to do with some sort of perception. It could very well be the fact that you're dealing with some familial chaos, or maybe you're just not in the right space in order to manifest. Maybe somebody's meddling with your manifestation, right? Maybe this is somebody meddling with the fact of you wanting to be reciprocal and have some sort of reciprocity, or have the ability to be to be reciproctic, if I can say that. I don't know if I'm making up any new words or not, but to utilize that ability to use that reciprocity in an equal give and take. But it's like somebody's meddling with your ability to do that, right? So with the magician in the upright, though, I don't feel this is maybe this is a perception that you're holding on to, okay? Either way, within your mind space, there's definitely somebody trying to keep you juggling. And with the fact that Two of Pentacles is in your mind space, and you're feeling like you're juggling, maybe that's the challenge. Maybe somebody's being two-faced. Maybe they're smiling in your face and laughing behind your back, mocking you, you know? Maybe there's somebody playing you, trying to manipulate your ability to manifest. Okay, I'm really kind of picking up on that. They want you juggling. They want you looking like a sore loser, is really kind of what I'm picking up on. And I'm kind of picking up on a family member, right? They don't want to see you rise. They don't want to see you in a better position than them. They don't want to see you succeeding. They don't want you receiving any particular manifestation that you got cooking right now. And the thing is that in your heart, you know you're meant for success. Okay, you know you're meant for victory, ultimately. And I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to remove you from any ability of having to have the ability to reciprocity. They don't want you giving back. They don't even want you to have, right? And I think that's really kind of making you look like you're not being reciprocal with other people, which is possibly putting strength or stress on your dynamics, right? On your connections, right? Ultimately, like they're trying to create chaos where there ultimately isn't any. And with the Six of Wands here, I feel that they know that you are meant for success. They see the success oozing from your body. And the thing is that they're jealous. They're envious of the fact that you are victorious. You've overcome quite a bit and you've succeeded no matter what the challenges are. And, you know, they're really trying to come out here and make you look like a loser, a user, and you're really not. You really are trying to be reciprocal, but you can't bleed blood from a stone. You can't give what you don't have. And when people are trying to meddle with your finances, meddle with your stability, meddle with what's coming in, and it's kind of giving me like as soon as it comes in, it goes out. It's like you're left broke. You don't have anything to give to anybody. And this is really putting stress on the fact that you're having to juggle. You're having to maybe put out one bill for another bill. You're having to really prioritize what you're juggling and to make sure that you're going to make ends meet. And the thing is that I really kind of feel like there's some sort of aspect of they're trying to break your heart. They're trying to shatter you. They're trying to make you feel less than. Okay? And I feel that you're walking away from this energy. Okay? This is a very bitter energy that doesn't want to see you win. They don't want you to be able to give to anybody. They don't want you to be looked at as somebody that gives reciprocity. They want you to be looked at as somebody that's lacking, that's always juggling, that's always unbalanced, that's, you know, and they're ultimately, you're a master manifester. You manifest, you're very abundant in your manifestation energy. You are built for success, collective. And number four, this is the situation. They're trying to shatter you, right? They're trying to make you look like you're not. Okay. Um, Again, with the current energy into the next 3 months, the Knight of Pentacles, they're trying to slow you down. They're trying to stop you in your tracks from being able to manifest, being able to be successful, to get some sort of victory or to be victorious, right? To find some sort of success. And they want you juggling. They want you stressed. They want you broken, busted, and disgusted, if I may add. Okay? And ultimately, it's all because you chose no. You chose yourself. And because you chose yourself, they're trying to ruin you. They're trying to destroy you. And I'm really picking up on this Gemini energy yet again. Okay, this relentless Gemini energy is coming back to haunt us, right? Because you chose to not choose them. They're looking to destroy you and break your heart and tear you apart and have you always juggling, and have you destitute, and have you in this place of lack. And I really kind of feel like they've got it. They got something coming to them. Okay, they're not getting away with this. The divine is watching absolutely every move that they make, and it's really going to come to a head, I think, soon. Because I do feel that you are built for success, and the divine said so. So the divine is going to make it so, is really kind of coming into mind here. Now, your attitude in relation here with the Seven of Swords, this is about you really kind of stepping into some sort of strategy to move forward, okay? This is your attitude. You're being very strategic at this time, and you are really kind of moving into this energy of being frugal. You're really using your discernment as to what you say, who you say it to, what you say to who you're saying it to. There's a lot of different strategy. You've got your guard up. You're definitely looking both ways. You're looking behind yourself. You're looking to find out any little sign, synchronicity, to find out where this sabotage is coming from towards your manifestations, right? You could be cutting cords. You could be rebuking it. You could be calling your power back. You could be doing a lot of different things. But I do feel that this energy is finally going to be released to you within the next 6 months. I'm thinking like the war is already over, right? And I think they're gonna ultimately think that they're getting what they want, but you're ultimately gonna get the success in the end. Now, your influence here with the Queen of Wands, you're very passionate, you're very loving, you're very I'm really getting a loving card here. You're very passionate about your intuition. Your intuition is on point. You know exactly where it's coming from. You know exactly who you friend zoned, who you don't want anything to do with. You're acting on your intuition. You're acting on integrity. And the fact that you're shining so much, and the fact that you're having to be strategic about this success, and who you're pouring into, and who you're really intending to take action towards. Um, I'm really kind of feeling like somebody's trying to make you out to be, something that you're not. And I do feel that in your hopes and fears aspect, shit's going to come to light. Okay, the Nine of Swords, this is about really kind of opening up after feeling trapped in your head. And I really kind of feel like this person had you trapped up in your head, this Gemini energy. This energy is extremely toxic, very selfish, extremely dark. And the fact that they're all butthurt at the fact that you didn't choose them, I can understand. You're a very beautiful and nurturing individual. You hold a lot of integrity. And the fact that you walked away from them is really what I'm picking up on. And you're allowing your intuition to guide you forward. They're taking it personal, right? You're being guided by the divine, and they're all butthurt at the fact that you're following the divine and not what they want. And this is where the selfishness comes from, right? And it's not even that you took things, you didn't even take things personal with them, right? And I feel that you already knew that they were a toxic individual to start with. And you kind of worked with them. You tried to help them. You tried to put them in a position of stability, right? And all they did is slow you down. All they did is siphon from you. All they did is be very, very strategic, and they tried to steal from you. And you're having to dodge all these red flags. You're having to dodge all these little, uh, these little chaotic, like chaos magic maybe come to mind. Maybe they're throwing chaos magic at you. But it really shows with the Nine of Swords in the reverse and the Queen of Wands, your intuition is guiding you forward. And ultimately, this is going to bring the light to the situation, okay? I do really feel that you're going to find out who's actually been meddling. And with the Three of Pentacles coming into the outcome here, somebody's really trying to bring you to your demise. They're really trying to bring you down. They're really trying to ruin what you're building for yourself. And they're trying to ruin your success. They're trying to make you look like lesser than what you are. And they're trying to make you look like you are dependent, that you do not have what it takes to manifest. And they're trying to make you out to look like a fraud. And they're using dark magic to do it. Okay? And ultimately, what I'm feeling is that you're a lady of magic. You're nurturing your intention. You're nurturing your manifestations. You are going to get success regardless. And I really feel that what is done in the dark is coming to light. And whether or not this is a familial aspect or a past relationship you walked away from, I'm really picking up on maybe a roommateship or a situationship. Um, they really tried to meddle in your experience because they knew you were talented. They knew you were going to be successful. They could smell it on you. And they tried to siphon it from you. They tried to steal it from you. They wanted to wear your skin. I'm really picking up on an obsessed energy here that's really having to really kind of evaluate how they go about this because they're not being reciprocal, right? And they are going to pay for what they've stolen. Okay, I really kind of feel like that. And they're using other people to come at you. They very well could be paying practitioners. They're going to go broke doing that. They very well could be doing their own magic. You could be binding them from doing that. You're cutting out these third parties that are trying to ruin your foundation and ruin your success. Shit's about to fly. The divine ain't playing anymore. Your guides, guards, protectors, they're not playing anymore, okay? They are watching absolutely every move that is going on. And because you said no, no is a full sentence, okay? You don't need to explain yourself as to why you walked away. And the fact that the divine guided you to walk away and they're taking it personal, okay? That they're not getting what they want, and so that because they're not getting what they want, you're not getting what you want. It's just a very chaotic way of looking at things. I'm really picking up on the fact that they're being brought to light. They're going to be stopped in their tracks. You are going to know the truth about who's been meddling behind the scenes. I really feel like they're going to out themselves. They're going to play stupid games. They're going to win stupid prizes. You're going to end up with success anyway. You just have to use your intuition and allow that to guide you. Continue moving forward, blinders on. And don't worry about what they're doing. Don't worry about your manifestations. They very well could be delayed at this time, but it's definitely coming in for you. Okay? So just block, rebuke, cut cords, continue to do that. Call your power back, step into your manifestations, and focus on that solely, okay? Because good things are coming to you, and the divine's saying, let them watch. Let them watch you rise. Because everything that they do to come against you is only going to bring about your rise rather than your demise. Okay? So stand in that and know that the divine walks with you. Okay? Keep going. Okay? Somebody's trying to ruin your wish fulfillment, and that's not going to happen. Okay? This could have been somebody that you thought was, that you wanted to think of as family. And yeah, they were just there to siphon off of you. I'm really picking up on a succubus energy. So just understand that the divine is walking with you in this, okay? You are protected. If you want clarification on that reading, you can go ahead and order one through the Hipsy link in the description box. Hope it resonated for you. I really kind of hope it doesn't, but I hope it brought some clarity. I would not want to be in this position. But ultimately, just know that you will overcome it, regardless. And I think this is about you choosing you, focusing on your manifestation, and really getting to know how powerful you actually are. All right, number 5. You could very well be dealing with a karmic fire sign. This is somebody that's very sporadic. This is somebody quite possibly a masculine or a feminine in their masculine energy. This is somebody that's very impulsive. This is somebody very abusive. This is somebody very manipulative. This is somebody that doesn't really take integrity. This is somebody that blocks out their intuition. They're very much a rebel. They're very much somebody that doesn't listen. They don't care what anybody else thinks. It's my way or the highway kind of energy. They're very manipulative, okay? Um, and I I want to see more, to be honest. Okay, so we do have a temperance card here, and this is the Sag card, so you could be dealing with a toxic Sagittarius, trying to meddle, trying to manipulate, trying to bring about a particular situation for you. Could be chaos. However, the temperance is in the upright, um, in the challenge position. So this could very well just be a temperance. This could be the alchemy. This could be a balancing. This could be a the ability to wait on divine timing. It could very well just be an Aries, Leo, Sag that you're dealing with, but the challenge is to bring peace to the situation, to bring about that divine essence of. Uh, I'm hearing accountability. Um, Either way, I really kind of feel like there's definitely something going on here. Uh, there's the King of Swords in the mind space, so you could very well be thinking about. I'm really getting some sort of toxic energy, really toxic. I do feel transmutation, transmuting this chaos. I'm also picking up on the fact that there very well could be a Leo or an Aries or I don't know why Taurus came to mind, but um, there. Let me just get your cards out here, okay? Yeah, okay. All right, so there's definitely a meddling energy trying to bring about chaos to your peace, okay? They're out here making you seem like a liar, making you seem like you're deceptive, but you've cut them out. You've said no, you've closed the door, okay? This person tried to get you to react out of character. This person tried to get you to act like you're a tyrant. They tried to make you look like you're out of control, so that way you miss out on actually what's coming in for you. And I really kind of feeling like the angels are with you in this, and the angels are protecting you with this. And that's really up to their challenge, right? They're not even answering to you anymore. They're answering to the angels. They're answering to, quite possibly, you're an earth angel. Maybe they're answering to that earth angel energy. Um, Either way, uh, it's an it's a fuck around and find out kind of energy, really. And with the Wheel of Fortune here in the reverse, in your 6 months, 3 to 6 months energy, where the now immediate energy to the next 3 months is missing out on what's coming in for you, and you're walking away from this tyrant energy. I'm really kind of picking up on on a toxic Aries, right? And somebody's snapping the F out right now because you are alchemizing all of their chaos that they're sending at you to try to get you to miss out on your Wheel of Fortune, which they want you to ultimately miss out on your destiny. Okay, there's a lot of games being played here. With the King of Swords in reverse in your mind space, you know there's lies, there's deceptions, there's definitely something going on here. And I have a feeling that it very well could represent something to do with an air sign, a toxic air sign, could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But there's definitely somebody meddling. There's definitely somebody making a mountain out of a molehill, trying to get you to react out of, uh, and manipulate you to react, to make you look like a tyrant, to make you look like you're out of control, so that way you don't look as favorable as you are, in integrity as you are. And the thing is that you deserve better. And I think this is why you walked away from this energy overall. And they didn't like the fact that you walked away from them. They didn't like the fact that you're transmuting all their magic, or the challenges that they're throwing at you. And, they're ultimately snapping out at the fact that they're missing out on your abundance, about not being a part of your destiny, right? And I'm really kind of picking up on this very manipulative, very determined, very hot-headed, very kind of derogatory kind of energy, okay? They don't want the best for you at all. They've been lying to you the whole time. They've been very deceptive. I don't know whether or not this is them specifically, or, they're, I don't know if there's a Gemini involved or not, or an air sign involved, but there's definitely some major deception here, okay? Your influence here is the Queen of Cups. They want you to be bitter. And I'm really kind of picking up on the fact that you work through your heart space. You allow your heart to guide you. And this is why they want you to act out of character. This is why they want you to miss out on your destiny. This is why they want you to miss out on what's coming in for you. Because I really feel that you're very empathetic. You're very nurturing. You're very kind. You're very balanced. You're very strong. You're very, very much an earth angel energy, and they're trying to siphon off of that. They're trying to get at that. They're trying to ruin your wish fulfillment. They're trying to take away this whole ability of you having a 10 of cups. It's my way or the highway. You either pour into me or you're not pouring into anything. You're not going to have anything to pour into. I'm going to destroy you kind of energy, right? All because you're empathetic, all because of what you're made of, all because they want what you have and you're not willing to give it, right? So ultimately, they're trying to break your heart. They don't want you nurturing other people. They don't want you stepping into this energy of nurturing other people. They don't even want you feeling complete as an individual. And ultimately, it's because you do deserve better, right? And you've already cut these people out, right? These third party dynamics that are trying to betray you. You've already forgiven them. You've already let them go. You've already cut them out. You've already moved on. And the fact that they're not getting where they want, they're not doing what you're divinely protected with and that's their ultimate challenge. Okay. And the thing is that they're missing out on the best thing that ever happened to them. They should be pissed off that they fumbled you. They should be pissed off at the fact that they lost you, because you are a one of a kind. You're like a mythical unicorn. Okay. And you only come around maybe once a lifetime. And there's a lot of people out here meddling to take away what you actually have coming in for you. All because they got left out in the cold. All because you walked away. All because you weren't willing to deal with their fuck shit. And you have every right and every reason to walk away from this bullshit. Right? Specifically if they're meddling and they're manipulating you and trying to get you to act out of character and be in this energy of reactive abuse. You don't deserve this. And you do deserve more than what you've been given. And I feel that the divine is coming in real soon to prove to you that you are going to get the upper hand. And just as I'm saying that, the Nine of Wands comes out. You've been through hell and back, okay? You've had no other choice but to put up your guard. You're the wounded warrior. You very well could be a wounded earth angel, right? They're throwing absolutely everything in the kitchen sink at you, and you're overcoming all of it, right? And I feel you've lost some battles, but you're ultimately going to win the war, okay? And the thing is that just as you're getting the upper hand, they want to take it from you. They want to create an instability to where just as you're getting it, being taken away. Just as you get it, it's being taken away. Just as you're getting it, it's being taken away. And it's like you're winning. You should be able to accept and celebrate this win, but as soon as you receive it, it's gone again, right? So ultimately, somebody's trying to make you out to be a liar. They're trying to make you out to be a tyrant. They're wanting you to react. They're wanting you to lash out. They're wanting you to miss out on your destiny and your wheel of fortune, right? But I'm really kind of picking up on the fact that the wheel is turning. The divine is in your favor, right? And despite what they're trying to do to bring about a demise to your wish fulfillment, to bring about a demise to what's coming in for you, to bring about a demise to your destiny, what is written for you will always become you, okay? And as long as you stay focused, as long as you stay in this energy of being the winner, being the emperor, being that leader, setting an example, stepping into the energy that you are an earth angel, that tends to come with perks and challenges all the same. And the fact that they're trying to create an instability for you, I really feel that they're going to be digging a hole for you, and they're ended up going to be slipping off the edge, and they're going to fall into it themselves. And then I really get this feeling, number 5, that they're going to actually need your help in order to get out of this hole that they dug for you. Okay? And ultimately, the irony of all this, you're the only one that can help them. And it's up to you as to whether or not you want to help them or not. And the divine will stand with you on that. Ultimately, you are getting the upper hand. I really feel that. You need to continue having hope. Don't be allowing them to get you into this bitterness. Don't allow them to get you to react. Okay? Because they're going to try to make you lose everything. They're going to try to remove all this whole idea that you're following your destiny. They're going to be out here deceiving you and deceiving others to make it look like you're not. Okay? And they're going to be butthurt at the fact that you're still going to get the upper hand. We got the 9 of Wands, right? You are getting the upper hand in the end. There's only one wand left, right? And then they will be revealed for the scoundrel and the deceptive liar that they are, okay? So stand on business, okay? Turn these frowns upside down and alchemize this shit, because it's going to be in your best interest that you move forward. You are going to find success. You are going to get that success, but you need to continue cutting cords, okay? You need to continue understanding that you do deserve better than what you're being treated, okay? You do deserve to be pouring into yourself and feeling whole as a human being, okay? And Spirit's saying you're not even human, and they're doing this and not even recognizing the karmic backlash that is going to come back at them. You are known as an emperor, okay? And they're trying to make you out to be a tyrant, okay? So lead by example, be that leader, continue doing what you're doing, be that nurturing, beautiful soul that you are, okay? Speak the truth, speak out on the truth. And I really feel this King of Swords energy in your mind space. They're trying to throw at your throat chakra to keep you from speaking up, and you need to stand on the truth, okay? You need to stand up for the truth, okay? And I feel that you're going to realize that there was maybe quite possibly a Taurus, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in the helm here talking shit on you. They're about to learn to keep your name out of their mouth real quick, okay? Because there very well could be some sort of defamation of character coming out. I'm really kind of picking up on a Taurus. They're spreading a lot of lies, and they're snapping out that all their bullshit that they're trying to throw at you isn't working. And this is ultimately going to out them for the tyrant that they are. Okay? So just continue being you. Your tenacity, your strength, your integrity, your truth, your ability to move forward despite all the challenges is going to speak volumes. And it's really going to speak volumes as to what type of idiot you're dealing with. Okay? It's all going to be validated within the next year anyhow. So within the next 3 to 6 months is going to be probably really tough for you. But ultimately, I feel that you're going to overcome it. You are going to get your Wheel of Fortune. You are going to have your ships coming in, and you're definitely going to have what's coming for you. And it's going to be blessing upon blessing upon blessing. I'm really kind of picking up on triple for your trouble. Okay? A lot of people say double for your trouble, but you're going to get triple for your trouble. Okay? So if you want clarification on this, number 5, please stay alive and stay powerful. Stay your beautiful, courageous self, and know that there's major changes coming for you. However, if you'd like to get a clarification on this reading or get your own personal reading, check out the link in the bio. Number 6. Number 6, number 6. Let's see. The Knight of Cups. So this could be you stepping forward with some sort of compassion. I don't know why, but I'm getting a bit of jealousy here with this one. I'm kind of picking up on the fact that you're so compassionate, the fact that you're moving forward with compassion. You know what you want. You're not willing to settle for less. I think your boundaries and your standards is really kind of enticing someone. Uh, I'm really kind of feeling like you've come out of a very, very dark place emotionally. You're pouring into yourself, and I think by you pouring into yourself, you're ultimately instigating some sort of a love frequency that might be coming in. And the only reason why I say that is because we got the two of cups here for your challenge. This is about alchemizing your masculine and feminine energy, your higher and lower self. This is about you pouring into your mind and your heart, alchemizing the lessons you've learned, raising your frequency into a lover's dynamic kind of frequency in order to welcome love in. Are you ready for a relationship, or are you not ready for a relationship? I think this is the challenge overall of alchemizing your masculine and feminine, really protecting your boundaries, protecting what you're wanting and your standards, and not settling for less than what you deserve after learning and alchemizing all these lessons that you've learned from your broken heart. I'm really kind of picking up on that. Number 6. We have the Hermit in your mind space. So I do feel that you've had a lot of inner work. You've probably just coming out of a dark night of the soul, or you very well could be going into one at this time, going into the dark times. If you're in the northern hemisphere, we are going into our winter. And Spirit saying something overall collectively, there is definitely something about this being a dark winter, darker than usual. Lots of storms, lots of different chaos being had, communities working together, a lot of dark nights of the soul, a lot of alchemy is happening this winter. We're really being tested overall as a collective. And I feel that by you going into this dark night of the soul, looking and trying to find that inner light, I really kind of feel that this is helping you move forward. You need to find your inner light and recognize your self-worth in order for you to move forward and allow that to be your guiding light, all right? And this is the whole aspect of being guided by your heart and not your head, but using your discernment and using your practicality of your mind to direct you through your emotions, okay? And I feel that within your mind space, you are recognizing that you do have a light within you. You do have a self-worth. You do love, you should love yourself. You do love yourself. And I think by you pouring into yourself is really kind of raising your frequency into this soulmate kind of union frequency that you're ultimately going to invite a new relationship into your reality. Now, your heart space is speaking on the Five of Wands, and this is about you standing on business. This is about you, really fighting for what you believe in and not lowering yourself and lowering your standards for what other people want. You're not willing to be the pretzel anymore. You're willing to open up and be compassionate, but you're not willing to deal with any fuck shit. You're not willing to deal with any drama. You're not willing to deal with any manipulation. You're not willing to deal with anything. And you're willing to ultimately stand on that, right? You're not wanting to be manipulated or meddled into anything. Somebody might be judging you on this. The fact that you're so strong in your standards, the fact that you're not lowering yourself to allow them in. You could very well be making a major judgment call. Maybe somebody's casting judgment on you. Whatever the case may be, somebody wants to talk to you about that. Somebody wants to, maybe throw hands because you're standing on boundaries. There's somebody here that wants to take you into your South Node energy because you're so compassionate, because you're pouring into yourself, because you're rising above and you're changing the way that maybe you're drawing the line in the sand and saying, no, I'm done with this drama. I'm done with this bullshit. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'd sooner pour into myself because at least I know that I'm investing in something solid rather than investing in something that's just going to manipulate you, right? And you're calling your power back is kind of what I'm feeling. And the thing is that because you're doing that, I really kind of feeling like the energy that you're walking into, you're really willing to speak the fuck up and speak your mind, and people don't like that. You're making that judgment call that you need to speak your mind, that you're not willing to settle for less than you deserve, right? And the fact that there's other people out here trying to fight over you, fight over your heart, and you don't even realize it. Okay? You don't even realize the catch that you actually are, and that's kind of what's going to blow your mind, I feel. All right? And the thing is that you're being left in the dark about this. And I feel that you're going to ghost a whole bunch of people, right? Because you're not up to this whole fight. You're not up to this conflict. And people are trying to cause conflict in your heart, making you have to choose between this person or that person or that person or this person. Right? It's kind of cuffing season, and somebody wants to cuddle with you, and there's 4 other people that want to be cuddling with you, and somehow you're having to make that judgment call as to who do you want to cuddle with, who are you going to pick, and they're all fighting amongst themselves behind the scenes, and I'm really kind of picking up that there's some sort of trafficking going on, and they're really trying to bring you into this game. There's a game going on behind the scenes as to who's going to cuddle with you, who's going to get their chance with you. And there's like groups of people fighting and bitching back and forth as to who's going to come in and cuff you for the winter time, so to speak. Okay? And I have a feeling you're going to leave them all in the dust because you're not for it. Right? You'd rather pour into yourself. Right? So there's a Queen of Swords out here. Again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, right? Very well could be at the helm of all this conflict, right? And, people are actually fighting over you, fighting over the fact that they want a piece of you, fighting over the fact that, they don't want you receiving any joy. They don't want to be seen that they're fighting behind the scenes. It's kind of embarrassing, right? That you don't even know about this and it's happening all behind the scenes and it's all about you. It's kind of embarrassing to them. Like the fact and the audacity that they have to create a whole bunch of conflict for you to keep you out of your North Node energy so that way they have dibs or they can control you. And it's like this Queen of Swords is creating conflict and saying a whole bunch of shit, and they've got your name in their mouth, and they're creating a lot of deception, and there's a lot of people fighting in behind the scenes, all because you're being guided by your inner light, and you're moving away from all of it, right? And I really kind of feel like they're leaving you in the dark about this conflict, and nobody's bringing it forward to you to speak to you about it. Right? They're not wanting to out the situation because they're all involved, right? It's going to come out that they're all involved in this conflict, bringing you conflict to bring you into your South Node so that way they can manipulate you and cause you conflict and cause you a whole bunch of burdens, right? But ultimately, they're leaving you in the dark about this conflict, so it's all behind your back. And some of them maybe even smiling in your face and laughing behind your back, like mocking you or whatever else. But you're just going to leave them in the dark is what I'm showing here with the sun in the reverse. They're not going to get what they want in the end. They're all doing this for nothing. They're wasting their energy. They're wasting their time. You're still going to step into your North Node whether they like it or not. Because you made a judgment call, and I feel that they're going to be facing judgment for everything that they've done and all the conflict that they've created. Your influence, what did I tell you? I pretty well called it. You're moving forward. You're moving forward. They don't want you moving through this threshold. They don't want you moving through the crossroads. They don't want you making a decision. They don't want you having another connection because they've got some sort of bet or something going on behind the scenes that somebody's going to get you. Somebody's going to get something from you. Somebody's going to be the one to manipulate you into something, right? And none of them are going to get anything. And there's only going to be one. And I think this is you and your higher self ultimately. But this could be you and one particular person that isn't even involved in all of this. And there could very well be that you're going to make a decision, you're going to move in a different direction, and you're going to go ghost. And they're not even going to know exactly what's going on. They're not going to know anything about you. They're not going to know anything about where you're going or what you're doing or how you're getting there or even where you went. You're just going to go ghost. And they're going to have no other choice but to look at themselves in the mirror and be embarrassed with the fact that all this conflict, all of this bullshit, and all this drama that they created for you didn't even touch you, right? And it didn't solve anything. It didn't change anything. It didn't create anything ill in your experience, right? And it's all because you're pouring into yourself. I really do feel that there's a beautiful love offer coming in, and they're trying to cause conflict and keep you from receiving this, but it's divinely anointed, it's divinely yoked, it's equally yoked. And the thing is that, yeah, your hopes and fears with this Four of Pentacles here, this is a relationship that's going to give back to you. You're going to be able to move forward. There's going to be a reciprocal aspect to this. You're going to have enough to give back. You're not going to have to be so frugal. You're going to be able to open up. And yeah, Ten of Swords. What did I tell you? The outcome is that you're putting an end to all of this. Okay? One particular person is going to get you, and all the rest of them are going to be sitting there dumbfounded as to where the hell did you go? What the actual hell? Where is he now? Where is she now? What? Where? What? And they're just going to be dumbfounded that you left them in the dark about it, that they don't get to even be in your energy anymore. You cut them out. You banish them. You rebuke them. They're trying to keep you from your North Node, number 6. And I really have a feeling you're already there. Okay? And there's no way of pulling you down out of that North Node. Okay? And I think the divine is supporting you in that to move forward despite all of this chaos. Okay? So continue pouring into yourself. Know that you're headed towards a beautiful balance within your emotions, your masculine and feminine, nurturing and guarding your emotions, knowing that this inner work, inner inner journey is actually working out in your favor. Okay? All of these people that are conflicting against each other and behind the scenes, they're not even willing to do the work to meet you where you are. So that's why they don't deserve you. That's why they're not even going to get to touch you. That's why they're not going to get in your energy. All of this conflict and all of this bullshit that they're trying to throw at you isn't even going to be applicable. They're doing it and wasting their time. Okay? And they're facing judgment because of their past and their present situations that they're dealing with and that they're causing you with conflict. They're facing major judgment for that, for the betrayal, for the illusions. All the while, you're taking a leap of faith, right? We got the we've got the Three of Swords. We've got the Moon. We've got the Fool in the middle. I think there's the Ace of Pentacles here. Like, they want your pentacles, they want your stability, they want what you're building for yourself. They want to betray you. They're casting illusions. They're wanting your stability. I'm really picking up on the King of Pentacles up in the top here. And the Fool is in the middle. So they're really trying to betray your forward movement. But you're casting judgment. The divine is casting judgment on what's divinely being led here. And they're not going to end out very well with this. Okay? So allow your inner light to guide you. You are being guided by the divine. You are divinely guarded and protected. Okay? And anything that they're coming at you with, chances are karma's coming for their ass. And they should be scared. All right? They should be scared. All right, number 7. Let's see what your reading is all about here. What's the situation? Ooh, Ace of Wands. I'm liking this so far. Number 7. This is beautiful energy. Right off the bat, like, you've got a lightning intuition. You are tapped in. And I'm really kind of picking up on the fact that nobody can sway you. Nobody can sway your integrity. Nobody can sway the way you take action. It's almost as if, like, you work in divine timing. You are guided by the divine. You are guided by the inner light. Beautiful energy, very powerful. The divine is orchestrating a new way for you. All right, number 7. This is some beautiful energy. Okay, this is actually giving me hope. Oh, wow. We got the 10 of Pentacles for your challenge position, and it's in the upright, right? So it's allowing this new beginning to happen for you, number 7, and embracing this new foundation that you're creating, that you're being told to move forward towards. Okay, trust in it. Okay, it's almost as if you're shedding your skin and getting yourself ready for the horse year. And whatever you're losing out on, whatever you're letting go of in the past is definitely going to be compensated for times 10, okay, tenfold. All right, so this is definitely going to bring about something beautiful for you. This is something that you're definitely leaving behind. Wow. We got the Fool here in your mind aspect. You're kind of wondering whether or not you should take that leap. If this is the case so far, collective, I would say yes. Okay? If the challenge is the 10 of Pentacles in the upright, I would say go for it. If you end up leaving in your boxers, don't worry about it. Really, don't even worry about it. If all you have is your boxers on your ass and you've lost everything else, still be confident. Okay? It's to that extent. All right? Just letting you know, because I guarantee you whatever you're leaving behind is going to be worth it. Yeah, there's definitely something about your heart space coming to light, about your self-worth, about the way you nurture yourself, the way you pour into yourself, the way you pour into your ideas, the way you're allowing your intuition to really kind of alchemize within your heart space. You're bringing this to balance. So far, we've got the Ace of Wands, the Fool, and the Moon in the reverse. Everything that was done to deceive your heart is coming to light. Everything there that was deceiving you about some sort of heartache is coming to light. You're seeing the true picture. And Spirit's saying something about masks being ripped the fuck off of somebody's face. They are no longer able to smile in your face and laugh behind your back, mocking you, okay? This is going to give you the fuel and the knowledge and the wisdom, okay, of surpassing this illusion and moving towards some new, brand new foundation. And I feel that this foundation is becoming in this 10 of Pentacles is in your challenge position. Is because they do not want to see that this is literally right in front of your face. You're already on the pathway. And somebody's trying to disenfranchise you to not see this 10 of Pentacles. It's literally right there. You're already experiencing this 10 of Pentacles. But the fact of this new idea, this new inspiration, this new situation where you're moving forward, new direction, new intention, new perspective, right? And the Ace of Wands is usually taking a new beginning. There's a new passionate beginning coming in for you, right? And you're wondering whether or not you should take the leap of faith. And honestly, do it. Take the leap of faith, okay? 8 of Swords. I can't say it any enough. Somebody wanted to trap you in your head. Somebody either wanted you in jail, in a spiritual jail, but they wanted you trapped. Somehow, some way, they wanted you trapped. And you recognize that for what it was. And you're like, no, no. And even the divine said, no, you're not trapped. As much as you think that you're not trapped. Okay? And the thing is that I feel that by you walking away from this energy, I really feel that something is changing for you. Now, the fact that somebody wanted you trapped, you're not trapped, this Hierophant energy is really kind of giving me dark spiritualist. and somebody's trying to get you to remove yourself from the commitment that you're making to this Ten of Pentacles, to this Ace of Wands, to this Fool card of taking a leap of faith in a new direction and just trusting your intuition and knowing that between your heart and your mind you're going to make the right decision, right? And somebody wants you to release this commitment to yourself. They want you to commit to them and walk away from this whole commitment to yourself. Okay? And I think that's why the Ten of Pentacles here is in your challenge, because you have everything coming in for you and somebody wants you to walk away from it as if they're the better choice. Five of Cups, right? And this is in your 3 to 6 month mark. This is about you being in sadness. This is where they want you, right? And I'm really picking up on a dark spiritualist, quite possibly a Taurus, in this dark spiritualist energy. They want you in sadness, okay? They want you disconnected from your higher power. They do not want you accessing your intuition. They do not want you seeing what's behind the illusion. Okay, they don't want you to see their intention, okay? Because they even see it, the fact that you're moving forward and that you're very inspired, right? You're like a freight train, okay? You're very tapped in, right? And they're trying to not allow you to see this Ten of Pentacles that's staring you right in the face. The Five of Cups, this is about alchemy. This is about finding your self-worth. This is about changing the way that you look at your life, your love life, your emotions. Okay, you're seeing the truth with the moon in the reverse. Whatever is done in the dark is coming to light, right? And these idiots think that they're playing in your face, which is kind of funny, because you're alchemizing the way you nurture, the way you pour out into other people, the way you pour into yourself. There's some major changes that they're trying to slow down, but you've already made them. You've already taken that leap. You've already set those boundaries for yourself, okay? And I think this is, over the time, this is going to reveal itself as to who this meddler is, okay? And although there very well could be a commitment that you're walking away from, it's going to be for your betterment to take this leap of faith. I get this good feeling about that. Knave of Pentacles in your attitude and relationship. So there's definitely going to be some sort of an offer coming in of stability for you. You're not trapped. You're going to have to be willing to release yourself from some sort of commitment. And what that might look like is disconnecting specifically from your higher power or from your spirituality or whatever else. But it's really not. It's really kind of getting a different perspective of, the darkness is being revealed to you, right? So this is really alchemy at its finest within your emotions. And with the fact that the Knave of Pentacles is here in your attitude and relation, you know that you have the support. You're walking with the support. You have the support within you, okay? There is a message of support coming in. Somebody wants to maybe give you a little bit of a hand, a little bit of a help up, okay? Your influence here, the Chariot in reverse. Because somebody doesn't want you moving on. Somebody's maybe got you stuck. And this is the whole thing, right? Maybe they're coming in to try to breadcrumb you to disconnect you from your higher power, right? And this whole alchemy, the Five of Cups, is going to bring you into sadness because of this botched breadcrumbing offer, quite possibly, because this is only a little pentacle. And it's not that you're not grateful, but if somebody's coming in to breadcrumb you only to hold you back and to keep you from moving forward towards this new beginning that you're wanting to take towards this Ten of Pentacles, it's not worth this little pentacle. If they're just going to get you to spin your wheels and keep you from moving forward on this journey, right? And maybe trap you and disconnect you all at the same time and get you in some sort of sadness because of it, the Ace of Swords. You got a new beginning coming in. Okay, clarity's coming in, whether they like it or not. You are tapped the fuck in, collective. Whoever you are, number 7. You're tapped in. You see the truth for what it is. You see, and with the fact that you have the Ace of Wands in the bottom there for the situation and the Ace of Swords here for your hopes and fears energy, you're definitely getting the clarity, right? You're inspired by your intuition, and now you're ultimately just waiting on the divine to show you the pathway, okay? You're waiting on the divine to show you the ultimate map in order to utilize that map to move forward, okay? I'm really kind of picking up on the Three of Wands in my mind's eye too as well. And I feel that you really just need to stay consistent, okay? Don't worry about too much about disconnecting from your higher power because you are connected no matter what, okay? Nobody can remove that. Nobody can destiny swap that. Nobody can take it from you. It is you. You are that magic, okay? The fact that you need to take a leap of faith is definitely something here. The fact that the pathway is going to be revealed to you through your heart space. You will know who's willing to pour into you and who's not. Okay, so the people that are not willing to pour into you, they better get the fuck out of your way. Okay, and they best not be trying to stop you because they're going to be met with a force they've never met before. Ultimately. Okay, they are going to be stopped in their tracks. Okay, and the thing is that you're more powerful than they can even fathom in their brain. Okay, and I'm really picking up that your cutoff game is on behalf of the divine. And people are wondering, how do they cut off so quickly? It's because the divine guides you in that. The divine gets you to see what the actual situation is. They reveal what's in the darkness to you. They allow you to see the truth. Because you do have a destiny with this Ten of Pentacles here, and they're trying to challenge that. They're trying to keep you spinning your wheels, keeping you from moving forward by coming in with some sort of little breadcrumb that's really not making out to be anything, but just setback. So the truth is going to set you free, but it's first I think it's going to piss you off. You are going to take a leap of faith, and your outcome card here is the Four of Swords. So you're moving into a time of rest. The war isn't over, but I feel that at this point you are going to ultimately win this battle coming up. There very well could be a battle coming up about you taking a leap of faith in a new direction, where you feel that you may be disconnected right now. Now is the time to rest and recuperate. So that way you have the energy and the stamina and the strength to move forward and to take this leap of faith ultimately. All right? Stay to yourself. If you have to go into some sort of a seclusion or isolation or solitude to really kind of hone in and be attentive with your higher power and your inner spirit and your inner mind and your intuition, you do that. Cut out all the fucking noise. Don't worry about it, okay? Somebody's out here literally trying to bring you away from your wish fulfillment and distract you and move you in a different direction. That's not happening, okay? All of the lines of timelines here tonight, okay, 1 through 7, we are all transmuting right now. We are all alchemizing all the chaos, okay? We are turning our pain to power overall. So really step into that energy knowing that you have what it takes to become the best version of yourself, knowing that all these imbeciles that are meddling aren't going to get anywhere. Okay, every single timeline is going to rise to the best version of themselves ultimately, but you need to stay focused, you need to stay confident, you need to recognize where your strength comes from, and it comes from within. Nobody can take that from you. Okay, and as soon as you recognize that and stand in your power, knowing that what is coming for you is destined for you, that is divinely led for you, okay, because you've done the work. Okay, I'm speaking to my divine ones that have done the work. Okay, none of these timelines are dealing with karmics that don't want to heal. If you don't want to heal, if you're constantly in chaos and you create chaos for yourself, these readings are not for you. Okay? These are for the divine ones that are stepping into their north node, that are stepping into their empowerment, that are looking to heal the wounds that have been holding them back, as well as the karmics and the toxic individuals that are trying to manipulate them and siphoning from them energetically. You know, I read for the divine. I definitely reading for the divine ones, earth angels, star seeds, shamans, light workers, crystal indigos, all of those. I read for you. Okay, I'm not reading for the karmics. And if you're sitting here as a karmic and you're thinking that you're meddling and all that, it's not going to work. You're going to be rendered powerless. Why? Because the divine sees absolutely everything you are doing. And if you do not stop and focus on your own energy and focus on your own healing, you're going to end up with nothing. Just exactly what you want from my collective. You're going to end up with that exact. So whatever you're projecting, whatever you're putting out to the collective to slow them down, to stop them, it's not going to work. Okay? You're going to be met with a brick wall, and you're going to be the one losing out on it. Guaranteed. And that's a message from the divine. Don't shoot the messenger. Okay? Alchemizing the chaos, whether it be family, whether it be friends, whether it be karmics, whether it be work, whether it be whatever. They're trying to take you out of your wish fulfillment and create chaos where there is none. Empower yourselves, collective. My tribe, I love you. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. If you can't be good at it, please be good to yourself, so that way you can be good to others. And I'll catch you in the next video.